So this is how we're going to fix these skates. We're going to try ourselves out some old boy ceramic bearings. We got ourselves these old boy ceramics. For the money, I think they're the best deal out there. You're going to need a few things to fix your skates. If they're slow, they're sluggish, you got those factory bearings in there. Even after you clean them out, they still don't perform right. You're going to buy yourself some old boy ceramic bearings. Second thing you're going to need is your tools to get out the axles so you can replace those bearings. And of course you're going to need yourself a pair of dope ass skates to change the bearings on. Sweet! Double sweet! So this should be pretty obvious to you. Gonna use your tools. Get up in there. First time working on anything in front of a camera. Camera sort of in your face. Doing it, trying to help out some other people. These are the original ones. That's after cleaned and everything, but just not worth it. So spend a little extra money, replace all these bearings, and I'm sure that they'll be a much more enjoyable ride. What I like to use is this. You can tell me I'm doing it wrong. I don't care. That's how I do it. You want to do it that way, you do it that way too. If not, buy yourself a tool. So let's see what these are going to do right out of the box. So they're pre-lubed. They already spin better than the bearings that I have broken in. So I'm not a professional, I'm not somebody that's telling you I know more information than you do. What I do know are things that have worked for me. And in the past, not being able to afford new bearings, you did everything that you possibly could do to have your bearings last as long as they possibly could. I mean, I remember skating on small wheels, and they were only small wheels because they were worn out and you rotated them. rotating them over and over again, which ones you would drag would make them smaller, and then eventually I'd have you know, small wheels, which are aggressive wheels now, but they started off as 70s or so, and then by the time you wore them down they were about 56, 58s about. So this is what I like to do, is just put all the axles and hardware in there and just get yourself enough to grip the bolt inside of there. As soon as your axle has one or two threads going in, snug, I think you'll just find it easier to do the entire skate that way. Just load it all up, put these in, just enough so you could start them off, and then that sort of makes everything a little easier just to start. So here's a little trick for people that ask, how tight should you go? I like to use this end of the key. Well, you should get it in there. So I like to use this end of the key while I'm doing this and holding the other end here. Once you get this tight enough, you'll feel that on your thumb, and it's not going to go anymore, but you're not hammering it down. So take it easy on your axles, but definitely make them tight. Yeah, so there you have it. An easy and effective way to improve your skates and make your skate time much more enjoyable. With those stock bearings, I was very disappointed. I spent my time breaking them in. I took them out, I cleaned them, I lubed them twice. Nothing helped. I'm over 40 years old and just started skating again after, I don't know, about 25 years or so. So I can't stress to you enough how those stock bearings were just sucking all of the enjoyment out of it for me. I skate with someone that has 80mm wheels, so keeping up with them was always a struggle, especially being that I just started skating again. It could get very tiresome. Bottom line is, I thought to myself, I already spent enough money on these skates. I should not have to buy new bearings. When in all actuality, if I want to have a quality skate and enjoy my time on them as much as possible, spending under $100 is something that I'm not going to regret for the amount of time that I spend on these skates.